So here's the truth. You do not need a health coaching business plan when you've got what I'm about to show you. So sit tight, grab a green juice. Let's do this. Hey guys, what's going on? Yuri Elkaim here, CEO and founder of Healthpreneur. And I want to save you a lot of unnecessary suffering and hassle. You don't need a business plan, okay? You don't need to take a business plan to a bank. You don't need to raise capital for your business. None of that stuff matters. When I started my business in 2006, I was dumb enough to spend at least 2 weeks writing up like a 40-page business plan with what I thought was going to be the thing to get us to where we wanted to go. And it so happened that none of the stuff I put in the business plan, and I wish I still had a copy of it, was even relevant like a year later. Because stuff changes, technology changes so rapidly, it's very tough to know exactly what you're going to do 18 months down the road to get where you want to go. There's 3 things you do need that are going to make you successful in business. And I want to walk you through exactly what they are in this video. So, first and foremost, if you have not subscribed, if you have not subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. I promise to deliver the goods in this video and every other video and every other thing I do. If you know me already, you know the deal. Subscribe. Let's do this. Okay, so first thing you need to understand is this big circle is the market, okay? And what you need to do is you need to identify a small segment of that market that you want to dominate. Your goal is not to serve everyone, because if you try to serve everyone, you will end up helping no one. No one wants to work with a generalist. We all want to work with the best. We all want to work with a specialist. And if you are not a specialist, you need to become one. And the cool thing is you probably already have expertise in many different domains within health. Pick one group of people that you know you can really produce an amazing outcome for, the people you would enjoy working with, the problem you know and solve better than anyone else, at least to your knowledge. Are you going to alienate the rest of this pie? 100%. But who cares? Okay, it's not your job to serve the entire world. I only work with health professionals and coaches. That's it. Could I help a lot of other businesses? You better believe it, but I'm not at this time in my life. I don't care, right? I mean, sure, I care about helping people, but I know I can't help everyone. Neither can you. A lot of health practitioners and coaches are like, oh, I don't want to alienate everyone. I'm like, dude, you're not going to help 3 billion people who have this problem anyways. Like, get over it. So you need to solidify and really clarify that single target market, because if you don't, then your messaging can never be laser focused enough that it's meaningful to anyone. So I'm a health coach and I help you improve your wellness and vitality. Next, what does that even mean, right? Versus, I'll just use the example of alopecia. I lost my hair when I was 17. So I am the nation's leading doctor for alopecia. Well, if I've got alopecia, I'm much more likely to work with you. That's the way it is, right? We're always looking for the best person for X. Best Italian restaurants, not the second best Italian restaurant, not mediocre Italian restaurants, not even Italian restaurant. We're looking for the best Italian restaurant because we don't want to sift through the thousands of options. We want the best one. So be the best in one specific area. Identify a single target market with the people you feel like, new moms who want to lose the baby weight. Let's just say that's your target market. Dominate that. Become the best for those women. So that's the first thing you need to have. The second thing, once you've identified that, is you need to have the 3 Ps, which is you need to clarify, technical issue. My iPad pen is no longer working on the iPad. I'm just going to plug this in for a second and I'll just walk you through what the 3 Ps are. This is how I roll. I don't edit this stuff out of the videos. This is me in the flesh, keeping it real, keeping it raw. Okay, so the first P is the problem. You need to articulate and clarify what the problem is. So let's just use new moms who want to lose the baby weight as an example. The problem is new moms, right? Well, that's not the problem. But new moms who want to lose, the 20 extra pounds of baby weight they haven't been able to lose, okay? That's the problem. Okay. That's the first P. Let's see if this is working yet. All right, I think we're good. Let's get back to the drawing board. So that's the first P, is the problem. This is where they're currently suffering. This is the current frustration, the pain they're dealing with that they want to get out of. The next thing you need to identify is, what is the promise? The promise, again, like this is kind of easy because the promise is almost the opposite of the problem. So if they're dealing with, 20 pounds of excess body fat, well, I'm going to help you lose the 20 pounds of baby weight in X amount of time. That's the promise. You need to know what they're dealing with, where they want to go instead. Like, you're bookending it. That's really simple, because if someone's going to come work with you, they need to know the outcome that they're getting by working with you. It's really simple. So like in our case, well, the problem that we help practitioners and coaches solve is how to get clients and how to build a scalable business online. Okay. So how to get clients predictably, which they don't have, right? So the frustration, the problem is they don't have a way to get clients predictably. It's a lot of word of mouth. There's too much. They're doing 1,000 different things. They have no way of coaching and getting people results without one-on-one coaching. Some people don't even know how to deliver coaching or results online. That's kind of the group of issues that are closely related that we solve. Now, the promise is that we help them build a predictable pipeline to bring their perfect clients in like clockwork 24/7 and help them deliver amazing results with their one-on-one coaching and burning out in the process. That's the promise we make for our clients, okay? At least in our initial coaching program. And then our Luminaries Mastermind is, next level. So that's what we do, okay? So that's the second P. The third P then is, well, how do you do this? And that's your process. So how do you help new moms lose 20 pounds of baby weight? You can't say, we're just going to work out, eat better. You can't do that stuff, okay? If you want to stand out, in addition to selecting a single target market, the process, this piece right here, very, very important. You need to be able to differentiate in order to stand out. Because in a competitive marketplace, they've seen it all before. They've seen the workout programs, they've seen the infomercials, they've tried the diets, they've done the supplements, they've maybe even hired other coaches. So here you come, and the one thing that people are going to have in the back of their mind is, how is this different and how is this better? You need to be able to articulate what you do or how you do it specifically in a very clear way where someone sees your stuff and is thinking to themselves, well, that sounds really interesting. This could be the thing I've been missing. So I'll use the example of our business. So we help them go from no clients, or no consistent client flow, to a flood of clients, better business, etc. How we do that is through our perfect client pipeline. 4-step business model that helps them attract, convert, and deliver amazing results to their clients. Okay, so perfect client pipeline, 4-step, and you'll notice that I called it something, a perfect client pipeline. I didn't just say yeah, we do some stuff here and then some stuff here. You have to package what you do. You have to put wrapping paper around it so it's more attractive to the end user, because the human brain is wired for novelty. And if we see stuff that we think we've already done or seen before, what happens is, in our mind, we're like, next, okay? So that 3P process, or the 3 Ps there, problem, promise, process, is really important to be able to clarify. What I'm sharing with you here is what we start with our clients on. This is the most important work in your business. This is everything we start with all of our new clients. All right. And the third piece, let me just go to the drawing board here. The third piece is, you need a business model. Okay. What I've shown you here in this video, what I've walked you through so far, are the 3 most important things in your business: your single target market, your 3 Ps, and your business model. Failing to address these, failing to really think through these is like building a house, and it's like building a beautiful house on the worst possible foundation. Like, you could have the most amazing modern 10,000 square foot home. It will sink into quicksand if this stuff isn't dialed in. So your business model is how you attract and convert clients and how you deliver results to them. That's your business model. Now, as you can see here on the screen, this image here That's supposed to be an arrow. Right here, these are gears. These gears represent what you should be thinking of when you think of a business model. A business model, a business in general, is a conglomeration of systems or a system that works to produce a profit for the owner independently of the owner's input. Okay, you may want to rewind that and listen to that again. If you are required to do everything in your business in order to spit out a client, for the lack of a better analogy, then you have a job. If the only way you get clients is through grind and hustle, so posting on Instagram every second of the day or whatever it is you do, and you can't step away from that, otherwise the business stops, then you don't have a business. Okay, so think of these gears as the gears in your watch. The watch is going to work 24/7, even if it's sitting on the table, on your wrist, or anywhere else. And that's the type of business model you have to think through of, how do I do this? Now, listen, you might be saying to yourself, Yuri, I've got no clue what my business model would look like. Well, I'll tell you what the business model shouldn't look like, because it's not a business model, is word of mouth. Word of mouth is amazing. It's the cherry on top of the chocolate sundae, which, by the way, pretty good. But it's not, you can't build a business on word of mouth. It's not controllable. It's not predictable. It's like warm weather in Toronto. It happens a couple months of the year and that's it, you know? So your business model needs to be predictable. You need to have like predictability, like Scottsdale has sun, 300 days of the year of blue sunny skies. So your business model, here's what I'm going to suggest. If you are a health coach, if you are if you're looking to get clients and if you're looking to deliver amazing results to them, I would strongly recommend you use what we help all of our clients deploy, which is a perfect client pipeline. Predictable prospecting, teach to sell, ask and assess, coach to close. Now, you might be saying, Yuri, I've got no clue what any of that stuff means. That's okay. I have other videos to help you through that. In fact, I'll include the link to one of our other videos here on YouTube to make more sense of that. I'd actually recommend watching that next, so you have more context about what the heck I'm talking about. But just so you know, I'll share a couple of quick stories. So this is how we built Healthpreneur. Not by shooting YouTube videos, but by using that business model and doing nothing else. We did that until we made $1 million in revenue, which was well under, I think it was like 7 months. And then we started adding other stuff to the business as it grew and we had more team members, et cetera. But the problem with a lot of businesses will fail because of bloating, not starvation. So when you try to do too many things, you lose focus. And when you lose focus, you increase complexity in your business, and complexity cannot scale. Simplicity scales. We have clients, every single one of our clients uses and deploys this pipeline. That's all we do with them initially, because nothing else matters if you can't bring in clients predictably and then deliver on the back end without one-on-one coaching. So that's the foundation that we do with all of our clients, until they're at a point where they're like, cool, I've got some breathing room. I'm making $50K a month, whatever it is. I'm either going to continue expanding this pipeline or I want to do some other stuff, right? In addition to that, which is fine at a certain point. So one of our clients, Ryan, is a chiropractor. End of 2019, he was on the verge of bankruptcy. He had 6 staff, 5 daughters at home and a wife. He's like on the verge of going out of business. Takes out a $40,000 loan, comes across our perfect client pipeline because we're running ads on Facebook that go into that. He watches our training and he's like, I got to work with this guy. So he starts working with us end of November 2019. 3 months later, he's doing $358,000 per month online, from brick and mortar chiropractic to $358,000 per month online virtually. Okay. Obviously online virtual is the same thing. How on earth does he do that? How does a chiropractor do that? Well, he's not adjusting necks over Zoom, right? Like, I'll promise you that. July 2020. Okay. So we're talking about like in the pandemic, during lockdowns, they're now at $1.5 million per month. Over the course of 2020, okay, so arguably the hardest year in business in recent memory, they did $20 million in business. $20 million in 1 year. Now, his business is a unicorn. We helped him go from like -40 and almost losing his staff to then building a team of 88 people in the space of a couple months and growing just an amazing business that's helped tens of thousands of people. It's been incredible. We have clients that, like Kevin, who came to us, he was making $800 a month. And I said, dude, I think you're too early. He said, no, watch me, I'll do this. Builds out his pipeline. A couple months later, he's doing 10K a month. Less than a year later, he's doing 85,000 a month and growing. Another one of our clients, Dana, who helps parents with kids who have ADHD, came to us. She's doing okay, 15, 20K a month. She had a bit of a pipeline already built, but we helped her make some tweaks and improve it. And, last month she did over $112,000 a month, less than 12 months later. So I'm sharing this with you because I know this works every single time like clockwork. And we've worked with thousands, not just a few, thousands of practitioners and coaches deploy this. And it works every single time. The only time it doesn't work is if you stop working it, right? If you lose focus, if you want to do something else, I can't control that. But there's obviously some nuances to making this work. You got to get your target market dialed in. You got to get your messaging dialed in. You got to get your offer dialed in. And these are all things that we help our clients with. Okay. So anyways, those are the 3 things you need to have dialed in your business. You don't need a business plan. You need a single target market. You have to identify the 3 Ps, and you need a succinct, clear business model to attract, convert, and deliver amazing attract and convert clients and deliver amazing results to them without burning out in the process. Now, if you've enjoyed this, again, subscribe wherever it is on the video, somewhere, hit the subscribe button. Do that now. Have you done it? No? Okay, do it now. I'm serious. I've got tons of other videos to help you. If you thought this was helpful, just go down the rabbit hole. Underneath this video, what I want you to do next is I want you to watch the next video in this series where I'm going to walk you through a bit more specifically about how the perfect client pipeline works, how it can work to help you get clients, and then we'll take it from there. Okay? So thank you so much for your time. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, hit subscribe, give it a thumbs up, watch the next video, and I'll see you there.